Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Danny's Pokedex, and today we'll be continuing our journey from Diglett's Cave in Vermilion City to Rock Tunnel right outside or like east of Cerulean City. So let's go ahead and look at the map because I just want to show you guys that, okay, right now we're Vermilion City. We cannot go to Saffron City, and we have a tunnel that connects, or like a walkthrough path, or whatever that connects to Cerulean City, which is how we got here to Vermilion City. So let me go ahead and actually see if there's any items here to be grabbed. I don't think I'm gonna challenge. All right, and we're gonna take on this guy. Yeah, so I think I'll just have this battle and probably I won't be challenging a lot of these trainers because I know that there's a lot of trainers um, towards Rock Tunnel. Before we get to Rock Tunnel, we're gonna have to do some battles. So right now, like I'm gonna keep Drogon up front so that Drogon can get some XP. So Drogon, our Gyarados, and Happy, our Oddish, are the only two Pokemon which are like kind of low level right now, where like the trainers' Pokemon are gonna surpass our levels. But the rest of our Pokemon kind of like look, they're looking good. They're in good shape. So I'm not too worried about like the other like four Pokemon that we have. Yeah, so no items over here. Let me go down quickly and go west right here. Sure, like no item as such. So let's go ahead and leave this area now. We're back in Vermilion City. I'm not gonna go and heal my Pokemon right now. I think whatever we're dealing with, we can handle it. I'm feeling super strong. I think we have a good party, even though like two of our Pokemon are kind of like a little bit low level compared to a lot of these trainers that we're gonna battle. But yeah, let's go ahead and make our way to right outside of Cerulean City. Let me know, guys, if you're enjoying the series and how you feel this is kind of going. Because, oh, actually, we deposited our Meowth with this guy right here. So I want to see what the progress on our Meowth is. I forgot, I totally forgot what level it was. He's grown a lot by level. It's grown to level 7 and 800 Poke Dollars is what he's asking for. I think he can train our Meowth a little bit more. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna get him back. Now, I don't think I'll abandon any of my Pokemon, but damn, bro, 800 Poke Dollars for like a level 7 Meowth? That's not the best deal. So let's go ahead and use cut, and we're gonna have a challenge right here. So let's go ahead and take on this trainer. You have Pokemon with you. You're mine. Relax, dog. Like people just waiting outside in such a creepy manner. I feel like, yeah, oh, this is not gonna be a good matchup. I think I'm gonna have to switch out. But let's see what we can do. Yeah, we're gonna send out Blaze. I don't want to waste time. This is going to be a relatively shorter video because it's going to be mostly like a lot of these battles, and we'll be reaching Rock Tunnel. That's where the fun starts, I feel like. The Rock Tunnel, there's going to be a lot of challenges in Rock Tunnel. We're still going to have to see what Pokemon are we going to teach the HMO5, which is Flash. Like, which Pokemon are we gonna teach Flash? Because I don't know. Like, I don't want to like ruin any of the movesets that we have going on right now. I feel like it's such a waste of a move that I'd rather just bring in a random Pokemon and just teach it Flash because I don't think we use Flash anywhere else in this game except for Rock Tunnel. So I actually might do that. We have another Oddish in the Pokemon like system in the PC. I don't know if Oddish can learn Flash. I think it can. But whatever, we have a bunch of Pokemon in the PC storage system right now. They're all chilling and talking to each other, gossiping, and enjoying. I might pull one of the Pokemon out of the PC and put it into the party just for the sake of teaching it Flash. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and hit this Bellsprout with a gust. Hopefully, it goes down in one hit. Yes, it did. It's super effective. We gain 324 XP. Um, like these battles are good. Like these battles are like much needed, I feel like, because it kind of helps me out in the sense that I don't have to train our Pokemon by running around a patch of grass for like 10,000 times. Now that we have the Versus Seeker or the VS Seeker, it's a bit easier to train because I that's how I kind of trained Drogon and Happy for like a couple of levels, right? Like what I did was I just challenged those trainers outside of Vermilion City, a bunch of times, and it was relatively easier for us to gain XP. Look at this guy. So we switched out. He's gonna open with a matchup, and this is not the best fight. So let me poison this dude. Seismic Dust. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, it did quite a bit of damage. I'm gonna switch out, I think. Yeah, this is not working out, guys. Let's go ahead and switch out. Let's bring out Leo. And I'm gonna use. Okay, we're gonna get hit by a karate chop. And why did it do so much damage? That's crazy. I'm gonna hit this matchup with a gust, and with that, what? It held on, but it's gonna get hit by the poison again. Yeah, yeah. Okay, go down. Just faint for the love of God. It's gonna send out an Onyx. Let's try our luck again with Happy. Let's go. I am super excited for Happy to gain a couple of levels because I absolutely want to use a Leaf Stone on Oddish and have it evolve into a Vileplume. Yeah, and I'm still kind of contemplating bringing in Mr. Mime that we got from the trade with that guy. We traded our Abra in the last video, and we got Mr. Mime. So yeah, there's a lot of like contemplation that I'm doing. I'm in a dilemma. I feel like using six Pokemon is surely not enough. I think a solid seven or eight would have been super nice. But yeah, six is a good number. I think it's just that it confuses me so much. Because again, like there's two things that I have in my mind right now. Like I want to use Mr. Mime, but I don't know which Pokemon do I kick out of my party. And then when I do get the good rod, um, I want to catch a Poliwhirl. I want to go back to wherever that dude was who was gonna give us a Jinx for a Poliwhirl and trade with him. And then I am even more confused because I don't know like which Pokemon should I kick out, and if I don't know if I want to use Jinx and Mr. Mime both. It will for sure be a very unique team as far as I'm concerned and my experience is concerned playing Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green or any of these like Gen 1 games. Because I've never used a Jinx or a Mr. Mime in my playing 6. And then to add to this like entire confusion, on top of all this, I know that we're gonna get a EV from Celadon City as well, and I have been super excited for that. And like I said before, I'm not sure if any of you guys remember from the first video or the second video that I mentioned in that I'm not gonna use any of the legendary Pokemons in this game because I feel like last time what I did was I used my starter quite a lot, and I maybe used one other Pokemon or two other Pokemon. And then what I ended up doing was because I did not bother raising the rest of my Pokemon, I switched out and I used the three legendary birds. This is the first time around when I challenged the Elite Four, right? And when I challenged the Elite Four the second time around, I had my starter, which was Charizard at that time, then I had the three legendary birds. I had Mewtwo, and I had Suicune. Yes, that's right. I did catch the Suicune the first time that I played this game. And yeah, I don't know who else did I have. Like maybe I had one more Pokemon. I don't remember who that was. Um, yeah, but it didn't matter, right? Like so I had most of my team, which was like legendary Pokemon. So this time I don't want to use any legendary Pokemon. So I'm thinking for now, Sparky is doing really well. But I think it's about time that we bring Sparky out of the playing six. Like take him out, put him in the storage system, thank him for its services, and I feel like I want to evolve the Eevee into a Jolteon. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because if you Google this and check and do some research, you'll see that Jolteon is probably the fastest Pokemon in Pokemon Fire Red ever. I think it's like the fastest or the second fastest. I don't know which Pokemon is the first like the topmost fastest Pokemon, but Jolteon is up there. And I think Jolteon is a bit stronger than Raichu for sure. Um, yeah, so to be able to land all our hits, if we are like at a decent enough level, right? Like to be able to land all our electrical hits, I think it's gonna be really, really helpful. So that's what I want to do. I don't want a Vaporeon because we already have Drogon, and I plan on keeping Drogon. And if not Drogon, we're gonna catch a Lapras, or we're gonna get a Lapras down the line as well in the second half of the game. So then that's what it is, right? Like I'm not gonna have a Vaporeon, even though Vaporeon is a pretty strong Pokemon. I feel like I'm leaning more towards either using Drogon, which is our Gyarados, or just keeping the Lapras, right? Like I'm not gonna bother evolving an Eevee into a Vaporeon. And then we have a Flareon as an option, which is going to be the weakest and the most useless for us because we already have a Charizard, or we will have a Charizard by that time. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go with Jolteon. And I'm gonna have to look this up. I don't know if we can have Eevee evolve into an Espeon or an Umbreon before we face the Elite Four the first time in this game. That's something that I'm not too clear on. So yeah, like if that's not an option, um, yeah, then I think Jolteon is a pretty good choice. It's one of the fastest Pokemon in this game, if not the fastest, and it's definitely more stronger. I can teach Jolteon Dig. I can put like Thunder or Thunderbolt or Shockwave or whatever that is on him, and it's gonna be really good. So yeah, right now you can see that my brain is all over the place because I'm enjoying the hell out of this game. I'm doing things that I did not do before when I was a kid when I played this game for the first time. So I want to use all these cool Pokemon that I did not get to use before. And this is something that I'm going to do throughout my YouTube journey, while I'm playing these Pokemon games. So right now in Fire Red, the Pokemon that we are using, um, so let's say we play like a different, like a ROM hack or something later on after we're done with this game, right? I'm gonna go through the official games. That's what I'm planning on doing. But I'm not too sure yet because I want to enjoy playing Pokemon Fire Red and enjoy making these videos for you guys and enjoy the process, right? Thoroughly playing as well as like editing and posting them on YouTube or whatever, the whole process. So for me, like if there's a ROM hack that we end up playing, or a professional or like an official Pokemon game later on, um, I don't think I'm gonna use these Pokemon that I'm using right now in those games. I will try to use different Pokemon all the time. The only exception to this rule, or like this, whatever this is, like the statement would be that if a Pokemon's stats are different in that game, the later versions that we play, like different Pokemon games. If let's say like Charizard stats are different in a different game, then maybe I might use it if they're better, right? If they're worse, then there's no way that I'm gonna use it. I'd rather use something else because I've already used Charizard in this game, or like I would have used Charizard by that time already in this game. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna use different Pokemon in different games. I'll try not to repeat the same choices again and again. So and like wow, like look at this. Like I'm talking to you guys in such a flow that I completely forgot that we are in a battle. I'm just spamming these water pulses on this Geodude, and this guy has two Geodudes, and I don't know what his third Pokemon is. Drogon grows up to level 23, which is great. He's gonna send out Machop. Um, and I'm gonna send out Leo, who's poisoned right now. I'm not gonna bother healing Leo because we're very close to the Pokemon Center, which is right outside the rock tunnel. So let's go ahead and take on this matchup. I'm gonna hit it with a gust. Hopefully, it just goes down. And of course, it did not because they have to make me suffer. And the Karate Chop. Yeah, okay, we're gonna hold on. Nice. Leo is pretty strong, guys. I mean, I don't think any of our Pokemon have let us down at all. And I'm not gonna count that battle with Misty, to be honest. That was such a one-sided battle. I should have caught a catch. I should have caught a Oddish before we went and challenged Misty. But I was confident enough. I thought we would be able to defeat Misty, so I went ahead and challenged her anyway. And in the end, it came down to Blaze on like 5 or 10 HP, landing a Mega Kick, who was our last Pokemon, by the way, landing a Mega Kick on Starmie, and Starmie went down. Wow, like I haven't had such a close call in such a long time in any Pokemon game. It was kind of funny and thrilling at the same time. It's interesting that a game can still make me feel super excited, especially like these like Game Boy Advance games, right? Like these Nintendo games, which were like super old. We played all these games when we were like 12, 13, 14 years old or whatever, right? And then life got busy, so we stopped playing. Um, so yeah, right now it's pretty cool to make these videos and play this game for you guys. So let's go ahead into the Pokemon Center and heal our Pokemon. Nurse Joy is looking fine. She looks a little bit lonely because this Pokemon Center is kind of isolated right outside of Rock Tunnel. She doesn't get many good-looking kids like us. Yes, let's talk to this guy. He's one of the Professor Oak's aides, and he is gonna give us a reward if we have 20 kinds of Pokemon. So I think, yeah, we do. We have 30 kinds. And we received the Everstone from this guy. And I don't think I'm going to use an Everstone because I would rather evolve all my Pokemon. I'm not a kid anymore who is going to play with a Pikachu for no reason at all and get destroyed in like some of the later gym battles. Yeah, I'm not a child anymore. So with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and save the game right here. And the next time I see you guys, we'll be entering the rock tunnel and continuing our journey. So thank you so much for joining, guys. I'll see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.